Okay, let's get Instagram on here. All right. Hello, Instagram. And hello, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Welcome for another episode of Book Chat. I'm about an hour late tonight, and I apologize. I just got busy working on stuff and kind of got on a roll. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things. The subject is books, obviously, spring sale, and our what's happening which is a lot right now. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the list for the library that's coming out. I've got more lists in the pipeline, so I want you to stay tuned for that. But the one I posted today is the 64th book listing for the library, for our local library, and which is extensive, and I still have a lot. This particular 64th list is all juvenile. It's all juvenile, like chapter books, that kind of thing. So I want you guys to know about it. I will be listing these by author groups, which means whatever books we have by that author, I will be putting those in a group. So it could be 5 books, it could be 6 books, it could be 2 books. It just depends on what we have. And if we have someone like, some of them, the children's authors are very prolific. So if we have a ton of one author, I will probably group it into like 5 books each, depending on how many we have, to try and kind of mix them together to get good ones in, each grouping. So for instance, we have Clifford Alderman. And his specialty was fictional, or I don't know if it's fictional. I think it might be like fictional history type stuff. So one is Rhode Island Colony. So it might be about history, but with a story he made up type thing, So I think there's 4 books in that author grouping. So for example, the Rhode Island Colony, The Gathering Storm, The Story of the 13 Colonies, and Samuel Adams' Son of Liberty. So that would be the first grouping. Every one of those is a first edition. So there's a ton of first editions in here. A lot of them are the buckram versions. A lot of them are just cloth. But they will all have some sort of library marking on them, mostly. There might be a few that don't, but I think most of them will have a pocket, unless the pocket has come off or something like that. And we will probably have all the cards removed by then. And apparently people buy old library cards, so I've been saving those for groupings of those too. So and so, like, sometimes we will save books of interesting subjects. Like there's one called Marionettes by Edith Flack Ackley, and that one was published in 1929, and it's a 7th impression. So it's a long down the line. It's not a first impression or first edition, but it may be a first edition, but the 7th printing. So we have to sometimes include those types of books where, marionettes, like, I think there's some, like, how you make them in there and stuff like that, like how to stuff. So I will include things if the subject matter is something I think people will want to see. Um, there's just a bunch of there's all in all there is 56 books in this listing, and or in this, not listing, but group book list for the library. We call it an author grouping sometimes. And and what I wanted to say about that is just that um, we're going to have more consistent lists coming out now. I have someone that's helping me put lists together, which is exactly what I needed because I just never have time to get the books list together. Because I'm busy shipping, repairing, and appraising books, and so it's really hard for me to get those lists out, which is, kind of what I was hired for, partly with the library. So I'm being more. I actually had to hire somebody to help me with that because I just cannot seem to get those book lists together. So I will be working on that book list and getting it um, online in my bookstore this week. I hope to have them all together by and on the store or in the store available for purchase. Hopefully, all by Thursday, because Friday I've been doing some estate sale um, trips because I'm looking for new material, and so which brings me to my next point. But usually those are Friday, Saturday, and that has started in our area. And I do find some very good books at estate sales. So I do want to keep going to those because I do find really nice things there as far as books. And usually when I go, the cost is pretty low because I go later when there's, percentages off. But I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, um, and so I hope to start that tomorrow. Hopefully, I will get those scanned in the morning, and then I will start listing those all through the day tomorrow, and and then probably I'm estimating with interruptions and shipping and everything because I do have some shipping tomorrow. It's probably going to be. I hope to have it all on by Thursday. So, and even though there are 56 books, some of that does not equal 56 listings because I will be doing author groups. So that will be divided. That 56 number will be divided into author groups. So there could be 4, there could be 3, there could be 5. It just depends on how many are in that author group, like how many that author had, um, and how many the library had. So that's how that's going to run. And those, we're hoping to do a couple of juvenile lists, and then we'll get back to the adult antique ones, which we have a lot of. We have a ton of those, so stay tuned for that. And uh, yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I did want to show you this really nice Bible I got at estate sale, and it is a 1950 um, published by Dixon Publishing of Chicago, Illinois. We are in northern Illinois, so a lot of the things we have are published in Chicago, but way, way, way back, most of it. But this is, I'm going to read the version it is. the New Analytical Bible and Dictionary. So it has a dictionary, and it is authorized King James Version, which is, for those of you that may not be familiar, it has these and thys and thous, old King James English. But it is a nice, this is a much sought after version, and it is published by John A. Dickson, Dickson. And so, so this was originally from England. And it's in beautiful shape. This is bound in Moroccan leather, for those of you that are wondering. Black Moroccan leather, which is wonderful. It's so much better than the junky split leather that we have nowadays. It's super clean. It's hardly been used. And it has the gold on the, I don't know if you can see the gold on the ends of the pages there. Okay. It's really pretty. And it has, like, even the marker is just not even frayed. I mean, it's just really nice. And the only thing it has in it is there's writing in the genealogy part, but all the maps are perfect. There's no writing. It has color and black and white maps. And I was going to show you the genealogy part here. And I have left everything in it because I believe that books need to have all their stuff left in it. So all their things that were put in there by the previous people. But this is the genealogy part, which is filled in. And the names that are in it are from this area, I believe. So March, it starts at March 21st, 1928, Clinton, Iowa, which is not that far from here. So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's got the Jensen family, Johnson, Jensen, Wagner, are some of the names in here. It has a lot of history timelines. Mostly Johnson. So anyway, I just wanted to advertise this. I'm going to try to sell this for right around $100. And I think I did put the listing up. I'll double check on that, but it is listed, so it's very nice. Very nice, pretty Bible. In excellent shape. So that's about all I have for tonight. I am going to. I also picked up at this estate sale where I purchased this Bible. I also picked up some very nice dishware, some Nippon from Japan, some Bavarian cup and saucer, Bavarian china, it's really pretty. A couple of some postcard type things, just some different stuff that I hadn't seen before. I have a couple of carvings. Anything that's ephemera, carvings, dishware type stuff will be on the estate finder page, which I will link in the comments here also. Let me do that super quick too and get the link to the bookstore. Oh, I also found a really nice tablecloth too. It's all hand crocheted. Hang on just a minute. Okay, there's the bookstore link, and then let me get the other one here. Sorry for all the banging and noise tonight. We've had like really bad noise. I don't know what they're doing, beating the door down in there. They're really making a lot of noise tonight. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's get this other link in here for the estate finder store, or estate finds, I should say. I don't have a good website name for this yet, except that it's Rare and Antiquarian Estate Finds. And then I'll try to get a landing link in when I can. I just haven't had time to do it yet because it's a new store on eBay. I also am on Etsy and I am on Poshmark, but it's just like just stuff. It's not anything like books yet, because I just didn't think books would go over very well on Poshmark. So, and I am on AbeBooks and Biblio.com as well, although Biblio.com is needs to have some more stuff on it, so I'm trying to get that going. But I just haven't had time to do it. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you about that, and I hope you enjoy that. I will be hopping on over to the Estate Finds Facebook page and posting a little bit of footage from YouTube on there. So I hope you have a great night and a great week, and just hang in there. And if you are looking for anything in particular, let me know. I also find books for people too. So, all right. Okay. Thank you. And I will see you next week.